My wife texted me, I want a divorce. All communication through my lawyer. I replied, understood. Then I canceled her credit cards and cut all financial support. 72 hours later, her lawyer was frantically calling me. I'm Kenji, 42, and I'm still processing this whole thing. But honestly, I'm mostly just operating on autopilot now. It feels weirdly calm. 3 days ago, Tuesday afternoon, I was deep in work spreadsheets when my phone buzzed. My wife, Sakura, 39. The text was short, brutal. Kenji, I want a divorce. Please direct all future communication through my lawyer, Mr. Peterson. His contact details will follow. 15 years of marriage. Ended via text. No warning whatsoever. We'd had dinner the night before. Talked about weekend plans. Everything seemed normal. Nothing suggested this was coming. I stared at that text for maybe 5 minutes. Shock, hurt, anger. Yeah, all of that was there simmering below the surface. But on the surface level? Cold clarity. She set the terms. Lawyers only. Okay. My reply. Understood. Then practicality took over. Legal channels meant informal marriage arrangements were instantly void. We'd always kept our main finances separate for day-to-day stuff. Learned that lesson from my parents' messy split. She had her personal account. I had mine. But the credit cards? Sakura had supplementary cards on my accounts. Not joint ownership, just authorized user status. I logged into my banking apps. Click. Cards canceled. Reported user no longer authorized. Done. The allowance. I've been transferring her a monthly sum to her personal account for discretionary spending. Logged into my bank. Canceled the recurring transfer. Effective immediately. Shared subscriptions, Netflix, Prime, all that stuff under my name. Logged out all other devices. Change passwords. She wants streaming? She buys it. The car she drives is leased in my name. My insurance. I didn't cancel the insurance immediately. Too risky for everyone on the road, but I made a note to discuss lease transfer with my lawyer ASAP. Gas card tied to a canceled credit card. Useless now. Took maybe 30 minutes total. This wasn't revenge. This was just accepting the new reality she dictated. She drew the line. Lawyers only. Fine. Lawyers work on formal agreements, not assumptions based on a marriage she just ended. Her lawyer's details arrived via email an hour later. I forwarded them straight to Ms. Tanaka, a top divorce attorney my colleague recommended. I emailed Ms. Tanaka. Received text demanding divorce. Lawyers only. Complied. Need immediate counsel on next steps. Asset protection. Advise on retainer. Finished my work project. Went home. House was empty. She must have packed while I was out. Slept okay, surprisingly. Fast forward 72 hours. Friday afternoon. Unknown number rings. I had a feeling. Hello, is this Kenji Nakamura? Sharp, impatient voice. Speaking. This is Mr. Peterson. I represent Sakura Nakamura. My client is experiencing some difficulties. Okay. Level voice. Her card being declined. Funds cut off abruptly. This is highly irregular, Mr. Nakamura. Financial status quo is generally maintained during separation. Mr. Peterson, I said calmly, my wife texted Tuesday demanding divorce, stating all communication must go through you. I acknowledged and complied. Informal financial arrangements ceased. Future support needs formal legal discussion through you and my counsel, Ms. Tanaka, whom I'm retaining. Pause. Paper shuffling. She needs funds now. Necessities. Accommodation. Accommodation. Genuine surprise. Where is she? That's not pertinent. You acted in bad faith, cutting her off without warning. Mr. Peterson. Voice cooler now. My wife unilaterally ended our marriage via text and set the lawyers only rule. She ended the status quo of trust and communication. Financial support will be determined legally, not by frantic calls over declined cards she was no longer the primary holder of. Longer pause. My client seeks emergency financial relief, he said stiffly. Her prerogative, I replied. Direct all filings to my attorney, Ms. Tanaka. You have her details. Yes, he clipped. Excellent. This conversation is concluded per my wife's directive. Good day. Hung up. Heart pounding now. Adrenaline kicking in. But also, validation. She wanted cold and legal. She's getting it. Exactly. Waiting for Ms. Tanaka's call. This is just the start. Update 1 week later. Been a week since the text. Things heated up as expected. Thanks for all the comments and DMs. Good to know I'm not going nuts. Ms. Tanaka got back to me the same day Mr. Peterson called. She's good. Confirmed my actions were logical given Sakura's text. Her advice, document everything. Mr. Peterson's first move came Monday. Formal request for emergency temporary spousal support, plus exclusive use of the marital home, which she'd already left. LOL. The amount was astronomical. Basically wanted me to fund her old lifestyle, plus new housing plus legal fees. Entitlement level, expert. Ms. Tanaka responded, countered with much lower temporary support based on actual need, not wants. Noted she left the home that I still occupy. Highlighted her lawyer's only rule and my actions as a direct consequence. Then the personal attacks began. Sakura's best friend Miyuki called Wednesday night. I answered, hoping for intel. Mistake. Kenji, what the actual hell? Hello, Miyuki, I said tiredly. Don't hello Miyuki me. Sakura's on my couch. You cut her off completely. She couldn't buy groceries. You're making her homeless. Miyuki, Sakura demanded divorce via text. Lawyers only. I respected her wishes. Bull. You know she barely works. How could she live? She's terrified. Sakura's part-time graphic design, gig nets, maybe $1,000 a month. Mostly fun money before. But she hired a lawyer before talking to me. I said financials go through him and my lawyer. The process she chose. This is cruel. Vindictive. After 15 years, she was emotional. Made a mistake. Instructing lawyers only is a pretty specific mistake, Miyuki. Hiring Mr. Peterson was also a mistake. Silence. Then, she deserves support. You always took care of her. And I would have discussed things amicably if she hadn't nuked the marriage via text and lawyered up immediately. She set the rules. We follow them now. She'll take you for everything, Miyuki spat. She can try, I said calmly. I filed legally. My attorney handles it. Not discussing this further. Goodbye. Click. So I'm the bad guy for following instructions. The narrative she's spinning is pure victimhood. Also got a bank alert yesterday. An attempted withdrawal from an old savings account. Turns out there was one joint account we'd opened ages ago and completely forgotten about. Active finances didn't include it. Only had about $500 left. Sakura apparently found the debit card and tried to drain it. Bank flagged the sudden activity on the dormant account. Went straight there, explained the pending divorce, froze the account pending legal agreement. Not about the money, it's the attempt. While her lawyer screams bad faith at me. Ms. Tanaka says this actually helps us. Shows Sakura isn't just passively waiting, but actively trying back channels outside the process she demanded. Waiting for the emergency support hearing. Court date set. Sakura is still couch surfing at Miyuki's. Mr. Peterson must be realizing his client expected a blank check, not reality. Feeling less shock, more grim determination. This is going to suck. Update 2, 3 weeks later. Okay, it got dirtier. Shocking, I know. Had the emergency support hearing last week. Sakura was there, looking stressed, avoiding my gaze. Mr. Peterson argued she was destitute, victimized by my malicious actions. Ms. Tanaka calmly presented the text. Sakura initiated lawyers only. Bank statements showed I canceled supplementary cards and allowance tied to my accounts after the text. Proof I still paid mortgage, utilities, car lease, insurance. All major fixed costs. Evidence. Her attempt to drain the dormant, forgotten joint account after demanding lawyers only. Her income statements showed her part-time earnings proved she wasn't destitute, just missing discretionary funds. Judge wasn't buying Mr. Peterson's drama. Asked Sakura why no prior discussion before the text. She mumbled something about feeling intimidated. LOL. I'm not intimidating. Judge seems skeptical. Result. Temporary support ordered. Way closer to our figure than theirs. Enough for basics, contribution to legal fees, but zero funding for her old lifestyle. Judge basically told Sakura her own actions, the text, the account drain attempt, contributed to her current situation. Felt like I dodged a bullet, but they weren't done. This week, the real game started. Dirty trick number 1. Call from my HR. Anonymous complaint alleging misuse of company resources for personal legal stuff. False. Also cited personal device use and erratic behavior suggesting instability. Thankfully, my boss knows me. Complaint was vague. HR checked logs. Nothing. Quick chat with me. I calmly explained the basics. Dismissed immediately. Clear attempt to mess with my job. Low. Ms. Tanaka noted it. Tough to prove the anonymous source, but it adds to the pattern. Dirty trick number 2. Sakura's mother called. Tears. Accusations. How could you? She's struggling. The judge was unfair. Give her more money. Think of all the years she gave you. Same response. Sakura chose this path. Lawyers handle financials as she requested. Can't discuss it. Call me heartless. Hung up on me. Relentless emotional manipulation. They really thought I'd just keep paying forever. My response? Sticking to logic under fire. Their tactics just clarified the situation. Simply reacting wasn't enough. I needed to proactively secure my position legally and shut down avenues for manipulation. Strictly by the book. The car. Ms. Tanaka sent Mr. Peterson a letter. Temporary support established. Sakura needs to handle the car. Take over the lease if she qualifies, or return it. I'm stopping payments next cycle. Insurance coverage, which I'd maintained, would cease concurrently. 30 days notice. Her problem to solve within the legal framework. The house. Filed for formal exclusive use since she left, and the judge didn't grant it to her. Start evaluation process for sale or buyout. Buyout unlikely given her finances. Establishing clear legal control. Asset division. Pushing for immediate, full financial discovery. I suspect hidden assets on her side. Time for transparency. Legally mandated. Hiding things means court trouble. Documenting harassment. Logged every manipulative call. The word complaint. Dates, times, summaries. Ms. Tanaka says this pattern of bad faith tactics influences final settlement and legal fees. It's not about revenge. It's about methodically managing the situation within the legal boundaries she established, especially now that they were resorting to underhanded tactics. The word complaint cross a line, making firm, decisive legal steps essential. Sakura texted me directly yesterday, breaking her own rule. Kenji, you can't take the car. How will I get anywhere? Plus, you need to stop this. Screenshotted. Sent to Ms. Tanaka. My reply. Sakura, per your instructions from date. All communication via lawyers. Contact Mr. Peterson. Silence since then. Final update. 6 months later. About 7 months since that text. Divorce finalized last month. Feels like ages ago. Time for the final update. The last 6 months were legal trench warfare. Mr. Peterson delayed everything. Sakura played victim constantly. Rejected reasonable offers. The car became a major fight. She couldn't qualify for lease takeover. Refused to return it. Mr. Peterson argued necessity. Ms. Tanaka countered. Temporary support covers basic transportation. Deadline passed. I informed the leasing company I wasn't paying and she wasn't an authorized driver. Car got repossessed from outside Miyuki's place. Cue frantic calls from Miyuki and Sakura's mom. I ignored them. Forwarded everything to Ms. Tanaka. Sakura was furious, but legally cornered by the consequences of her inaction. The house got the exclusive use order. Sold it relatively fast. Equity held in escrow pending division. Sakura fought for more, claiming economic disadvantage. Financial discovery was the kicker. I pushed hard for it. Sakura had to disclose everything. Turns out she had a separate savings account with her parent contributions over the years, plus some inherited stocks she forgot about. Not huge amounts, but way more than the $500 in that dormant joint account. Mr. Peterson argued separate property. Ms. Tanaka proved commingling with marital funds that enabled her to keep them untouched. The anonymous complaint. No direct proof it was them, but the judge noted the timing and nature in final proceedings. Didn't win damages, but added to the bad faith picture. Final settlement. We settled just before a contested trial. Judge signaled impatience with Sakura's tactics during pretrial talks. Facing a worse outcome plus potentially paying my legal fees, Sakura finally agreed. Assets. House equity split nearly 50-50. Slight edge to me due to her hidden assets being factored in. Stocks divided as marital property. She kept her small personal savings. Spousal support, time limited. 2 years. Rehabilitative alimony. Significantly less than she demanded. Enough to help her transition, not fund her old lifestyle. Contingent on efforts to become self-supporting. Legal fees. Each paid their own. A win. I avoided fighting for her to pay mine. Aftermath. Sakura's in a small apartment now, working more hours, complaining about money. Heard this indirectly. Miyuki distanced herself after Sakura became a burden. Parents are likely still helping financially. Remorse? Apology? Zero. She still seems baffled that I didn't just fund her life post-detonation. The entitlement runs deep. She genuinely felt owed her lifestyle regardless. For me? Rough 7 months. Expensive. Stressful. But I'm good. Better, actually. The piece from closing that chapter is huge. Kept my job. Kept my integrity. Got a fair asset share. Learned I can handle a crisis strategically. Hitting the gym. Seeing friends Sakura disliked. Enjoying my quiet house. No Hollywood revenge story. Just steady, grinding consequences of her choices meeting logical legal resistance. She wanted formal and legal. She got it, with all the cold financial reality that comes with it. That's satisfaction enough. Thanks for the space to vent. It helped immensely. Time to move forward.